pretty comfortable, don't they? And there's confirmation of the fact that they have scored the most goals from set pieces, 10 already this season. But it doesn't matter, does it?
Do you know what, the size of Arsenal, you think back to those Wenger days when they were struggling with it and they had about 8 number 10s in the team. Now, physically, that's why one of the best teams on set piece. They have great size as well.
Well, they are hoping to keep that winning momentum going. Let's just quickly take you to the team news, shall we? Have a look at how both sides lined up. Now, for Burnley, there's only one change from last weekend, and it is Josh Laurent that steps in for Jacob Brun-Larsen. And for Arsenal, they beat Palace 1-0 last weekend, and the manager names an unchanged side. Now, that's the third time in a row he's named the same starting 11. And there is no surprise there, no doubt, Owen.
Yeah, I mean, this squad Arsenal built is remarkable. That back four is ridiculous. I mean, David Raya, you could argue, is the best goalkeeper in the division. And then you got Rice, Supermende, Eze. I mean, Gyokeres had a big impact on the team. But I just think defensively, the back four, even the reserve back four, I think the reserve back four could finish 5th. I mean, literally, I think both the fullbacks, the reserve fullbacks, could get in at any other team.
So best squad
Liverpool,
in the league,
Chelsea.
are we saying?
They're close. I think that they're exceptionally deep, and I think defensively they've always been great. Now with Gyokeres at the top of the pitch, they look more ready for the time.
Yeah, well, last season everyone was connected to Arsenal was screaming for that number 9, that striker that's going to push them over the line. I think a great addition, but wasn't the main thing. I think the main thing to this team, they don't concede goals.
Yeah,
they've got this partnership at the back that is just arguably, well, they are the best defensive partnership in the league, and stats are showing that they might be the best in Premier League history, way they are going.
That's a really interesting point you make, because the stats don't lie, and you're totally right, because when you look at the fewest goals conceded in Premier League history, well, I know we're only 9 games in, but they are right on track. Chelsea, who you can see second on the list, that 2004-05 season was...
That was me pressing from the front.
That was you, Jose Mourinho.
Mourinho making you run.
Yeah,
exactly.
His first season in charge.
No, but it's impressive, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
It's really, if you look at our season, we conceded 15 goals throughout the season, which is unheard of. And this Arsenal team is on track and slightly even better stats than our team. Yeah. And this is 20 years ago.
I mean, if they beat that, I'd be amazed. I know they're on track.
But it's only 9 games in.
It's a small body of work. It's a quarter of the way. I just think there's so many good teams in this division, and there was them, but I just think that record from that Chelsea team, which was remarkable.
We always thought it would be unbreakable. But if you're, especially players in our position, we look at the opposition goal, we want to attack. If you go out on the pitch having the feeling we're not conceding today, you feel untouchable. You feel like you can win every game, and that's the feeling that we have.
Wins it, guys?
One goal wins it. I think we had probably about 5 or 6 1-0 victories in the 04-05 season where we conceded the fewest goals, because we didn't believe we were going to concede, and we always thought with the players going forward we're going to score here. Same thing with Arsenal. I have the same feeling looking at that.
It's true that saying that America won defence wins championships. It's true. Do you know, I think if you can defend well, the guys at the top of the pitch, they'll find a way to win you the game. But if you're chasing, 1s and 2s and 3-0s, 4-0s, it's impossible. Well, that's why I think this Arsenal team is brilliant defensively. Goalkeeper is brilliant, and the top of the pitch, they have quality to go win.
This should be the perfect opportunity for Wolves to get their first win at home. Fulham, they play well, but they've hit a bit of a wobble. They hit a bit of a wobble, and certainly not unbeatable. So if there ever was a chance for Wolves, it would be today. Otherwise, the pressure just piles up. And this is mentally, imagine, we talked about Arsenal going into a game thinking, we can't lose today. Imagine the mentality of the Wolves players thinking, how are we going to win a game? When it drags on for too long, you don't find the solution. You don't find the solution as players, and you don't find the solution as a backroom staff.
8 cup games into extra time. Could it be a glorious day for Western-super-Mare of National League South? They're leading the National League side Aldershot Town by 2-1 now in extra time. James Waite with a goal on 110 minutes. Swindon into the lead against Rotherham United. Darren Oldacre with a goal on 116 minutes. Buxton 2-1 up against Chatham Town. Connor Kirby and Lincoln City drawing 1-1 away at Salford for City at the moment, but it's going to be tough in the final few minutes of extra time because Dariqua has just been sent off for a second bookable offence in that game. And the game between Wigan and Hemel Hempstead is going to be a big upset. There'll be massive penalties about to be taken in that game. Absolutely no drama, though, for the leaders, Arsenal, at Turf Moor this afternoon, winning by 2-0. And Merce, they just continued to produce such impressive games. I mean, 3 times this season they've restricted an opponent to no shots on target. That's happened 5 times total in the Premier League across the season, and Arsenal have 3 of those. At the moment, they look unbeatable, don't they?
Yeah, he defends so well. I mean, Edwards hit the post. I know that's not on target because he's hit the post, but he had a free kick last kick of the game that hit the post. But bar that, never looked like scoring. Everything that comes in the box is cleared. They head everything out. Got 2 defenders that want to defend. They got 2 fullbacks that want to stop crosses. And Declan Rice, he wouldn't be far off a 10 out of 10 today.
That header as well.
Oh, his header was phenomenal. He's run the length of the pitch. I mean, everything he does, he just doesn't stop. I thought he was phenomenal. My worry would be, when Gyokeres went off at half-time, they were nowhere near the same team. Nowhere near. Mourinho come on, he sort of knits it together, but they never really got up the pitch and threatened too many times. So, but yeah, you watch them, they're a well-oiled machine with a lot of talent in that machine as well, and that's very unusual. Usually you get a machine. This reminds me of the Mourinho team, you know, that he had at Chelsea. You know, efficient machine, but had so much talent in it as well. And that's not a good cocktail for everybody else.
And Slavia Prague away in the Champions League to come this week. And were they not to concede in that game, that would be 8 clean sheets in a row in all competitions, which would be a club record. I mean, that is the level at which they're defending this season. And we showed the graphic of that Chelsea record from the 04-05 season. Keep getting the wrong way round. Could you see that being overturned, but potentially this season by Arsenal?
It's some doing. It's some doing, and especially when it gets later on in the season, when they might have had the league wrapped up and they're still in the Champions League. You never know with the amount of games and how many people they got.
3 and 15. I mean, one of those was at Anfield, and it's an absolute worldie from Szoboszlai.
Yeah, well, a worldie, an absolute worldie, and it's still some doing. You look at it now, they got to go 9, 18, 27, 3 lots of 9s, and let in 4 goals out, and that's some going. But I watched today. And I watched the team never, ever, bar the free kick at the end, last kick of the game that hit the post, never, ever looked like scoring.
Yeah.
And they wasn't that bad, Burnley. They wasn't that bad. It was just unbelievable defending.
Yeah, you obviously played with a lot of people speak about that. Where do you rank this one against that one?
It's a little bit different because there was the offside, you know what I mean? Tony and Baldy would literally just step up and put their hand up, and you'd literally get offside after offside. There was a different rule in them days, in my opinion. You know, if you went to close the goalie down and the ball got kicked and it got headed back, you're offside. It don't matter where you are. So I just think with pitches like they are now, and the way the ball's moved, and now I don't see anybody nowadays. You know, when you watch football before, you used to think, oh, he had a bad. No one's got a bad touch anymore, have they? I don't know if it's the pitches or what the game. I'd have to say now. I'd have to say this is just off the charts what I'm watching, and it's not just him. It's Zuma Mendy, and then it's Rice. I mean, I could easily give Rice 10 out of 10. I've never seen it. He just doesn't stop running. He does all the hard work. You know, he just does everything. It's scary. Honestly, I watch, and I was only watching the game in the end to see if they could have a shot on target. Shot on target.
And they didn't. And that's the 3rd time this season, as I mentioned, that Arsenal have restricted